season, by the way. What happened to the first one?
That's been out already.
Is it?
Marx Brothers films.
They suck.
That's why I put this on
They
here.
suck. I never understood the appeal of the Marx Brothers. Being a Three Stooges fan now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, doesn't speak high volumes for my taste, but...
Well, it was quite a mixture. You had Groucho, who was doing the jokes. Yeah. And then you had, what was he, a Spanish type guy?
You had Zeppo, you had Harpo,
yeah,
you
Chico.
Had Chico, you had...
They were all Jewish, but he was he was of Spanish, Chico Marx.
Chico Marx.
He had some kind of accent. Then you had Harpo, who couldn't talk.
Right.
And Zeppo, who was the straight guy who disappeared after.
Was there another one? I don't know if there was. There's too many of them. Because you know how the Three Stooges had guys bouncing in and out. After one would drop, kick the bucket or have a stroke, they'd bring in another brother.
Did he have a real mustache? Or it seemed
like it was like tape. It was like electrical tape. I think it was electrical tape he put on his face.
It looked like tape of some sort.
This one's real.
Yes. Did you like the frantic early Groucho, or did you like Groucho from the What's Your Line? What's that? Remember the 50s game show?
Yeah. I don't know the name of it.
You Bet Your Life.
No, was it You Bet Your Life?
Yeah.
No. Was it where the stupid thing fell down if they said a certain word?
And
I didn't like him at all. Period.
He got a little suggestive on the game show. Or did you like the 70s Groucho who would appear on Merv Griffin? Well, when I was an old younger man, we had things like comedy and shtick. Yes. Which was your favorite Groucho?
None of them.
None of them.
Entertaining at all. What the hell is so funny about these guys? I don't get it. I don't get it.
They were kind of funny, but the bad thing about the movies, Margaret Dumont would always break into song into a 40s number or something, kind of distracting. You just wanted to see comedy antics. A lot of those 40s films.
I just didn't get them. Don't get it. But then again, I like Monty Python too. People don't get it. Although there's a lot of Monty Python crap. But there's
What's a crap Monty Python?
Pretty much 15 minutes out of every episode is crap. But then they throw in like a classic, which you forget about all the crap.
Wasn't there also nudity in some of those
Yes, there was,
things?
Ed. Yes, there was.
Would jump out at you?
Ooh, Channel 17 when I was a young 13-year-old watching. I'm like, ooh, I just saw something. But we didn't have DVRs then, so I couldn't just hit the button and rewind it and freeze frame it there.
Was it behinds, or did they actually show some topless
They had some boobage.
British?
They did have some boobage, which was quite exciting back then.
It was. That's all we got then.
And they were beautifully, perky, perfect. It was wonderful.
They were perky British boobs.
Yes, and British boobs are better than American boobs.
Are they?
Yeah, I think they are.
The teeth aren't, but the boobs.
Right, the teeth, forget the teeth. They got no teeth, and the ones they have are green.
Is Jabberwocky an official
No.
Monty Python? Because I just got that at Big Lots for $3. Because I
You wouldn't waste $3. I think the best part about that film...
I remember there was one thing.
Well, I just remember it had a stupid creature in it. Mm-hmm. But one of the best scenes of it, I don't know if it's near the beginning or not. I only saw the film once. Why this sticks in my mind, I don't know. Was someone was talking, but up in the upper part of a house, a guy was sitting with his ass sticking out, and he was crapping into the river or something. That's how they did it. Just stuck his ass out the window. And
that must have been the scene. I remember there was one good thing about that movie that made me pay $3 at Big Lots. So I threw that in there. We'll see when I watch that. Right. I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, I think, what do we got to do? We got to... Oh, the deaths. Yeah, we got to do the deaths.
Oh, I do want to mention one thing real quick since we're on DVDs, though. I did get a wonderful Christmas gift.
Uh-huh.
A DVD, Attack of the Mushroom People. Great film. Recommend it to everybody.
I have that one, Dave.
Do you have that?
I do.
It's a great one.
Does it have the official Japanese title?
Maruto, yeah. Or something like that. A great double bill would be that and Reptilicus, if anyone's ever seen that.
I was just going to say Channel 10.
That's the greatest movie. I mean, I've never seen a guy with a profile whose tip of his nose actually touched his upper lip. It was freaky. I don't know who it was, but he played the general. They always showed him from the side. His nose was like...
Was that Reptilicus or the Mushroom People?
No, that was Reptilicus. Highly recommend both of them.
And you remember those from Channel 10 on Saturdays.
Every Saturday, I think they were on.
That and Jason and the Argonauts.
That was a great film. Don't lump them in with Reptilicus.
Well, I'm not going by quality. I'm just saying this would turn up every so often, along with War of the Gargantuas.
Oh, another great one, Ed.
The
green
brown.
one, and the green one was the evil one.
Yes.
Who ate the people and spit out their clothes.
Oh, jeez.
Great movie.
Got
Just
him.
the way he chewed them up.
And that's Japanese mask there.
Yes, it's great.
Okay, we got to take a look at the passings from the past year, Dave.
Yes.
We have to bring the show down a little.
Oh.
Pause that a second, producer.
Can we? What are you seeing? What are you seeing? She's cold?
I like how in the tribute somebody picked the cold scene. The cold. I always wonder how they pick the scenes for these things. Okay. We just might stop and if you recognize anybody you want to talk about, Dave.
Well, there's Henry Gibson from, what was that? Laughing. Betsy Blair, Ed.
Some of these I don't know who they
Hell
are.
is she? There's Robert Ginty, who I didn't know.
Who is that? He just wiped his nose on his sleeve.
He did a film called The Exterminator, and then The Exterminator 2.
Which one is this here? Is this a scene?
I don't know. That could be, for all I know, Norma Ray.
Oh. Yeah, it looked like Norma Ray to me.
But I don't think he was in that.
Yeah. Now stop here.
Why, is he cold?
This looks like, I knew this guy looked familiar. And in the next scene...
He looks like Bob Eubanks.
go to the next one. He was on a soap opera, I guess. One Life to Live or one of these. But I remembered him. I said, this is the guy who in the classic All in the Family episode, where Tony Gary was the Fey photographer, and Archie said he was gay. It was actually his football buddy Steve who was gay, and this was Steve here.
Oh, wow.
I guess you don't. Do you remember that episode, Dave, or not?
I do not.
No. Down
There's
to
another
his-
guy who wasn't funny. He had a career that went on forever.
Poor Brittany Murphy.
Carl Valentine. I'm not saying anything about this guy. Ron Silver had cancer. And he passed away. He was only 62. I remember that he...
That's his One Charlie's Angels episode. Now this guy was in the Every Which Way But Loose, and just about every Universal series in the 70s. He
showed up in some films.
Knight Rider. He was. You remember the Knight Rider episode? He was on Charlie's Angels. Everything he was on in the 70s.
He's a stock player, Ed. Richard Todd.
Did he marry Elizabeth Burton?
I believe he did.
Was he one of those?
I watched this. I saw this. Yeah, stop right there. I saw this guy was an impressionist.
Yes. Was he in
He's doing Richard Nixon there.
Uh-huh.
He sounds like Fred Travellina.
He does.
He doesn't sound like Richard Nixon at all. I don't know how this guy had a career, but he was in Las Vegas for years doing these horrifically bad impressions.
The poor man's, what was the other guy?
Rich Little?
Rich Little, yeah.
No, he's not even the poor man's Rich Little. Now he ended up doing like the Smurfs.
One of the poor musketeers. That was the first James Bond villain, Dr. No.
Arnold Stagg.
He just died. What a funny-looking guy he was.
Looks like a bug. Gene Barry, he recently passed away.
War of the Worlds he was in.
Yeah. Don't know who the hell that is.
That's To Kill a Mockingbird she was in.
Who's that?
Who's this or the other one?
that one right there.
Farrah?
Yeah, who's that?
She had good hair, though.
Did she?
Another one we could have stopped with the cold thing there.
Russ Conway.
Don't know who that was.
Oh, no. Look at this. Yeah, that's entertainment for you folks.
In the 60s.
I love that name. Gale Storm.
That's another one I had to look up.
Lou Jacoby.
A lot of
Years.
70s gangster things.
Dick Durock. Shocked.
Not Dick Durock, who played Glenn Fry's creature in the Hulk episode.
Oh, boy.
Michael Jackson. Yeah, we're going to wrap up the show with the deaths. No game tonight, sorry. We got to get all the deaths in. And
Do
give
we?
them,
How many more we got?
only a couple more. It was kind of a weak... It seemed like a lot were dying, but they were like low level.
What do you want? You want some higher echelon people? Show's over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that you missed David Carradine.
We'll cover the last couple on the next show, if you're still with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Going over time here.